Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail reaction. Today we have Perfect Idol, Sparksy's boss theme, apparently. And also, apparently, according to Duma, the one who requested this and got all the likes on it, I needed to re-watch, because I've already seen it before, Sparkle's trailer. So like I said, I've already watched it, but I kind of refreshed myself, just so I'm roughly aware of what may be referenced in this. I'm not sure how much of it is going to be, but I'm assuming either a motif or just the character itself. Maybe? I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. So without further ado, let's go! Oh. Okay. Well, now it makes sense why. Also a little bit of a motif there, I think. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, change up on the brake. I was right. Okay. That basically confirms it. Love the chiptune stuff going on. I don't know why it feels kind of Halloween-y to me. And also, distinctly Zenless Zone Zero in a way, too. Just how it's being approached. It's kind of fun. Now I'm wondering if they're gonna change anything. Nope. Stick with the status quo sometimes. Like, April, don't fix it. I'm just kind of vibing with it, it's fun. I love that. That's such a neat, simple transition. That, like, dip out. See, now I'm focusing more on that like, piano part in there. And it's gone. Might have to go back and figure out what that piano part is. I think this sounds Halloween-esque because of the quality of the bass line, mainly. But also a lot of the, like, kind of tremolo added to the notes. That, like, vibrato effect. I just like how fun it is. Maybe that's why it feels kind of zenless to me. Because they do that in a lot of their boss themes too. love those scales in there, just arpeggios like crazy. Gotta finish it off. It's like, I know it was like 3 loops. But man, that's fun. All right, so thanks to the comment saying I should listen to the other one first, I now know that this is basically just a remix of Monodrama, which is totally sensible given who's involved here. And also, I didn't really get a chance to talk about the music in Monodrama because I was doing an animation analysis on that video, and I didn't really pay attention to the music at all. So this time around, I get to talk a little bit more about how that works. And I do love this progression. It's in the key of C minor, which is a personal one of my like top 5s. I love this one. It's just so dramatic when it needs to be. And for this song, they lean into that drama by using a very fun, very dramatic chord progression, which they don't use entirely verbatim, but the chords in it are C minor, A flat, F minor, G, which most of the song was C minor, A flat, G. And it was just kind of sitting there between those 3, but then it would drop down to that F minor before coming back up to the G at the end of the phrase. So that's kind of what gives it that dramatic push. There's also, I believe, a D in here somewhere as like another transition into the G, just to kind of add some more spice to the overall track. But in large, it's the C minor, A flat, and G. And that's just kind of the core of this song. I mean, obviously you could just hear that drama and how it works together. It's not underutilized in musical history at all. It's all over the place if you know where to listen. And this is one of those chord progressions that is used still in modern day music, but very much so in older, more like orchestral, dramatic stuff, very classical styled things, because that's something that just, it works. It's one of those like time tested sort of progressions that will never truly go out of fashion. It just has that spice to it. I'm sure there's a lot of like idol music that utilizes this sort of progression as well, if not the exact same chords. Definitely the same type of pattern. And by type of pattern, I mostly mean 1, 6, 4, 5, this being a minor first and a minor third. So that works out to be the starting on the minor like this, and then you get a flat, which isn't a minor, so it's just phrased differently. So flats and majors are not notated as being minor chords, even though a flat might feel like it's a little bit different. Only specifically minor chords would be noted in those numerical progressions as how they're phrased. So when I say like a minor 1, a major 2, a minor 3, a major 4, that's kind of more the scale I'm talking about here. Even though this one is a flat, it still counts. That gets into music theory though. I'm not going to clarify that deeper. That would become a lesson more than just me reviewing the song. So in general, this is the progression and that's how it functions. And it's just that relationship is what's important. But basically it works like this. You start on a tonic, which would be the root of the chord or key, which for this is C minor because we're in the key of C minor. And then it would be a subdominant, which means it's not a dominant note. It's using a subnote of the dominant with the C in there. It's still utilizing some of that chord. These 2 notes are in A flat, so that's a subdominant. And then you have a subdominant up here that is also utilizing the relationship of the G. So you have 2 subdominants right next to each other, sandwiched between a tonic and a dominant chord. So these subdominants are exactly that. And that's what makes this sort of track feel like it's being constantly lifted up the way it is. Because you're leaning into these dominant chords and you're utilizing that strength in their sound to be able to lean into those other notes, and that's why those are subdominant chords. It's just music theory. Like I said, this is kind of becoming a lesson more than anything, but that's the importance of this song and why this has that dramatic tension to it. And everything else in the song is very much fun and plays around with all the electronic stuff going on there. Lots of chaos involved with that, so again, it works with the characters involved. It's fun. you know? I like that this is a remix effectively of the other song, because Monodrama itself was already pretty dramatic, hence the name, right? But also this leaning more into the like bouncy electronic progressive sound instead of being more of that dramatic tone that Monodrama was. It kind of lessens the load a little bit almost. It's taking some of the drama away and introducing some more of that chaotic flair and making things feel like something isn't quite the same, because the drama holds this place of dominance in the ear in general. Because when a song is leaning into these very demanding and domineering chords, that progression is very strong. It's exactly that, why you're expecting this like more dramatic sort of edge, but then replacing a lot of the energy of the song with this chaos and other noise going on, it subverts the expectation of hearing that very dramatic overtone, and now you're just like, oh, are we insane suddenly? And it changes the note from something that is like a commanding presence, something to be feared, to something to be terrified of, because you're not entirely sure what their intent is. You're removing a lot of that control from the music by, sure, they were still keeping the chords there, but moving everything else around seemingly at random in your ears. It changes the approach of the music, and it makes you kind of second guess yourself in a way. So leaning into that chaos is why this song and this variation of it feels so fun, but also, again, just so kind of off-putting in a way. And this is something that Zenless Zone Zero does a lot, which is why I kind of brought them up as a comparison, because that is one of their favorite things to do. Bring up this giant dramatic chord progression, this extreme energy, just to throw it in your face that there is something unhinged about it. And that sort of DNA was just all over this song. So while they're definitely a different core sound, this definitely doesn't have like the Zenless Zone Zero isms in it. It definitely has some of that identity of just changing things up to the point of feeling like you are truly distorting the course of what you were listening to and its purpose. And it's starting to, again, kind of make you feel like you're not welcome there anymore. Even though this song was a little bit more on the goofy end, I would say, like for the character, I think that she's kind of more seen as a clown in ways. It's not necessarily that she's not a threat either. So it kind of leaves you in that like gray area of not being able to tell. And I think that that is that character's intent. Sparkle seems, at least from the little I've seen of her, like a complete chaos gremlin, and like there's not really much truly you can ever figure out about her. And then of course the other character, who I don't remember the name of, the one from Monodrama, like the main character there, that character seems like kind of the yin yang relationship with these two. Like they're a little bit off kilter, both of them, but like one is a little bit more serious than the other. That's just the general gist I'm getting from these characters. They kind of keep themselves in check in a weird way. But like I was just saying with the song, that's why this feels so fun, because it's taking that subversion from that drama and making it a little bit more energized and kind of just adding some more spice to it and not letting you know entirely what the intent of the character is. And that's why it sounds so fun. But I've been yapping a little too long here, so thank you all so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want me to get to something else from Honkai, by all means, drop in the comments below and I will do my best as always to get to those. But if you don't want to do any of that, maybe just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!